Some shows the food is healthier, and some shows the food is maybe not quite so healthy, and today's maybe not quite so healthy, but it's gonna be delicious and big flavors, and stay right where you are. You're gonna love everything, I hope. I'm Sam, the cooking guy. This show is about food that's big in taste and small in effort.
Man, is that good.
Totally easy stuff anyone can make.
Look at them going already.
And everything comes from a supermarket. You take all those other cooking shows like this. You don't need them anymore. This is Sam, the cooking guy. And we're starting with breakfast. So this is not horribly unhealthy for you. Something called Joe's Special that heralds from a restaurant in San Francisco in like the 20s. And it's this amazing combination of eggs and onions and spinach and garlic and ground beef, which is obviously the wacky part, but the delicious part. We start by cutting up some onion, as many breakfast things do, and getting it in the pan. So a few cuts this way. Don't cut yourself, but use a sharp knife. Because if you don't use a sharp knife, then you're really behind the 8 ball, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta have sharp tools. So I want about a half a cup in the pan. A little bit of oil. So we're just softening. I need some eggs. We've talked about that. 4 eggs. Ground beef. 1/4 pound. Spinach. Frozen pack of spinach that we want about half of. That will look like this. Look at the water. And we want to do that. So when the onions are, just starting to get soft-ish. The ground beef looks like this. And we'll throw the ground beef in, like this. And then, obviously, we have to break this up. So let it start to cook. In the meantime, showing off using one hand, yes, of course, why not? I don't even have to look. Shut my eyes. I made it. What's that need, Michael?
Salt.
Talk to me. Yes. What else?
Pepper.
Yes. Yes, of course. Always. Cooking. Lovely. Doing its thing. So happy. Somebody was having a go on the paper that I threw. Say hello. She just got a haircut. She's like the cutest dog ever. It's the eyes. And now somebody's gonna say, the guy just picked up his dog, held it, and then he went back and cooked. Didn't wash his hands. And that person would be 100% right. Because guess what? This is not a restaurant. I'm okay with it. You're not eating this food, whoever that person is. If I had a restaurant, I'd not be doing this. Let's put some garlic in, Michael. The smell is great. Beef and eggs. You have steak and eggs, why not hamburger and eggs? With spinach. Now this goes in, and you'll be doing yourself a bit of a favor if you kind of shred it up as it goes. And now we're gonna just heat the spinach through, then we will add the eggs. So I like to cook these a little bit slower with a little less heat. It keeps them creamier is the phrase, but moist and delicate and just really good and not dry. So, creamy. One more thing. We're gonna throw some shredded Parmesan here. Oh crap, is this gonna be good? Okay, now some Parmesan. a couple tablespoons. Like that. And now, all we're doing is finishing this. So I'm trying to make this as neat as possible. Look how beautiful that is. Perfect. Now, some bread. You have no idea how happy I am. And if you've not had this before, and it's a simple combination, but just kind of a unique one. Let me tell you, this wow, I have no words. A good start, a really good start. And when we come back, you want to know what it involves? What? This? Yeah. Don't go away. Even if you hate that, don't go away. You're going to love this. See you in a second. This is Sam the Cooking Guy. Welcome back. I promised that. Bologna. Even though it's spelled B-O-L-O-G-N-A, why do we say bologna? Who says Bologna? Maybe these guys do. And this, by the way, is chicken, pork, and beef. Only one way I like bologna, and it's like what we're gonna do to it. All right, so come look at what we've done. I don't think you needed to watch me slice a yellow onion and get it in the pan with a little oil and butter to help start it caramelizing. So we'll give it a little bit of salt. So salt, pepper, good. And now we're gonna get our little roll, cut, buttered, just have everything at the ready. What else needs to be at the ready is the bologna. And there's only one thing you need to do to it. I'm gonna use 5 pieces because I want this to be a healthy, I was gonna say healthy bologna sandwich, but healthy in size. It'll look better. So if you just throw them on this flat top behind me as is, they're gonna curl up. So just take the knife. I'm gonna go 3 equidistant spots around. And these little slices should help keep these guys from curling up too much. Look, it's happening already. And if you look at them, they like shimmy a little bit. I'm gonna put the buns on up there to get it ready, because Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A. They're not paying me to sing that song. It's just the song that we all remember. Well, people of a certain age remember that song. Lovely. Now what we want to do is we want to take 2 pieces of American cheese, and we're going to put them on 2 of these. 2 of them. Like that. Here's what we've got. We've got our Japanese mayonnaise at the ready, and crumbs, and some stone ground mustard. All right. So now let's make our little landing spot, right? So mayo. And do this. Ready for this? Mustard. Ready for onions? Onions. Don't be shy with the onions, please. So we're gonna go cheese. There. A cheese. There. A bologna. There. A cheese. Come on. Work with me, son. There. Oh, God. And now, I'm going to have to do this, because I'm going to lose it all. Oh, shoot. Shoot. shoot, shoot, come on. It's all sliding off. Come on back, come on back, come on back. Okay, now the bun. Ow. It's absolute nonsense. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Wait. Let's switch to that. It's gonna be very hard. Look at the, you push down, watch this one. Ready? The cheese. Those inner layers. This guy. Cheese. Oh my goodness. Cheesy, crispy, oniony, fatty, porky, chickeny, beefy bologna. Okay. Bologna, whatever you want to call it, by itself, cold out of the pack, not worth a dime. This, you could give this to the royal family. I don't know if they'd eat it. The queen might be all, oh, what is this strange foreign meat on the inside? It's bologna, Your Majesty. What is bologna? Well, you should try it, ma'am. You might enjoy it. Oh, it's rather delicious. Is it a steak product? No, ma'am. It's actually beef, pork, and chicken. It's Americans. Where do you find these things? All right. When we come back, pizza. Really good. We're making the dough in a processor. Takes 3 minutes. 3. This is Sam, the cooking guy. Welcome back. We're making a pizza. We're making pizza dough first. 3 minutes in here, super simple. Let me show you how we start. We're going 2 cups of flour. This is regular all-purpose flour. We might use another half a cup, but we're gonna check the consistency first. All right, so 2 cups of flour. A teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of sugar. The sugar will act as food for the instant yeast. And now 3/4 of a cup of water that's not too hot, but is hot enough. 120 to 130 degrees. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna put some olive oil in here because when we're ready, the dough is gonna come live in this for a little bit. And I have my thermometer so I know if the water's too hot, it'll kill the yeast. If it's not hot enough, it won't really activate. So we want 120 to 130. I got 122 right here. We'll pulse it to mix a bit first. And there we go. You can see it's starting to come together just a little bit. You can hear it change. Let's take a look. Yes. We're going to give it just a little bit more flour. We don't want it too sticky. So you try to go maybe a tablespoon or so at a time when you're adding. Perfect, and it starts to pull away. Hello. Hello, bowl of dough. In here, turn it around, get oil, and then leave them, then cover them up with saran. Ham. What is dough? Is it male or female? And does it really matter? Probably not. Okay, stick it in a warm place. We're cooked over here. The area is warm. 40 minutes, we come back. We're making pizza, it's gonna be great. Bless you, bless you. All right, there we go. The dough's ready. I'm just gonna get prepped for it it coming out and getting cooked, and then, so this is caramelized red onions. Beautiful. Love them, one of my favorite things ever. Olive oil, butter, that's it, not very high heat. On top of the pizza, we'll go this. Some ricotta cheese, like this much. I want to give this just a little bit of garlic. Half that. A little squeeze of oil. So this pizza essentially is going to get cooked twice. Once in this frying pan behind me, and then the toppings go on it, and then we bake it. This goes like this. Love the smell of yeast. Poke, poke. You've got this. And now basically, we want a quarter of it. So you just have to work at it. This is going to be kind of a thickish dough, bready. It's kind of cool. I like it. You're going to like the way that it cooks. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're carefully going to take this and you're going to lay it in there, but you're going to lay it away from you in case something splatters, right? Here we go. Like that, okay? Now it's gonna puff up. It's cool. It's cool. So what you wanna do is just get it underneath. It's only gonna be maybe a minute and a half or so aside. Standing back is splattering. Don't wear nice clothes. Don't do this in a suit. Carefully, carefully. Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful pizza he made. About a minute and a half on that side too. Ow, I'm getting little burns. Now, both sides. Just give it a quick little drainy drain. So, we've got the ricotta. Caramelized onions. Oh my, oh. How do you not like caramelized onions? A little salt, because there isn't any yet. And a little red pepper flake, just a little tiny bit. Just a little Monterey Jack, mozzarella, whatever you've got, okay? 450 degree oven, just along to let that melt just a little bit. So it's gonna maybe have be in there for 10 minutes or something. We're gonna clean this up, and then I'm thinking maybe I put something on the top of it. So when you see me next, I will have that thought figured out. Here we go. So good. And here's my idea. A little bit of arugula, teeny bit of oil, little salt. We just do a little arugula. Just a little pretty arugula in the middle. The obvious thing to do now would be to have a bite. You hear the crunch? That's nice. It's luxurious. I mean, of course, the ricotta and the onions are great, but the dough, what a great thing to do. Look, the pizza dough is easy to make. You can make any kind of pizza. I just thought we'd show you a different kind. Change it up a bit. And grill a pizza too. You can do that. We've done that before. All right. When we come back, a pasta. So, maybe it's not completely unhealthy food day. Whatever it is, it's all good. See you in a second. This is Sam the Cooking Guy. And we're back. Last segment of the day. It's gonna be a delicious one. Everything's been great so far. The pizza, OMG, I just gotta say, you wanna make it. And if you don't wanna make it, why don't you wanna make it? Because you should wanna make it. All right, this is what would obviously be a pound of bacon. And so it's better if you can throw your bacon in the freezer for, a half an hour first. Makes cutting it easier. Okay, so we cut up some bacon, right? Everybody's happy with the bacon. Look how cute it is when it's like this. I love that. Is that awesome? It's cute. And now Brussels sprouts, like this. I take a little bit of that off. And so now I get rid of a couple of the outer leaves. Like that. And I just shave, like this. And the important thing to remember while you're cutting Brussels sprouts, don't forget the bacon, which I just did. So you have to break it up. Turn that down a little bit. Let that get closer to where we want it. But in the meantime, Shannon, take over with your little boxes thing. Okay, so see the bacon? It just popped. The bacon is about 3/4 of the way, like that. It's not crispy yet. I don't want it crispy, but I want to take it out. I want to get rid of most of that bacon grease. Just leave a little bit. Go back on the heat. Now, just a quick little chop to bust up some of the bigger pieces. Now the pasta can go in. That needs to just do its thing for a little bit. So we open it up. I'm using something called collezione, which means homemade. Into the boiling water. Stir. And I forgot to salt the water, so I'll do that now. You always stir the pasta. If you don't, it'll clump, and then it becomes a bummer. Okay, this, it's got a little crisp on it. The bacon can now go back in. Now this stuff is just, the bacon's just gonna continue a little bit more. When we drain, we're gonna save some pasta water. When you wanna thin a pasta, you wanna use the water that the pasta was cooked in because the starch from the pasta is in that and it makes for a better pasta. So we'll do this, we'll save some when we get there. Okay, so pasta's almost ready. Clove of garlic right here. You know me, just a little shot of oil. Let it start to get fragrant. Now remember I said we're gonna keep some of the pasta water, right? That's more than enough. There. This can come off and drain. Stir this. This will go in. And we mix. Now some cheese, some Parmesan cheese. A little bit more. We'll do this. Hold on. A little red pepper flake, because we can. And a little pasta water. It's just like a thin little sauce basically it's making. Salt. Always salt. And of course, just a little more. Don't take all the bacon, you hog. Look, if you're saying to me, Sam, pasta, yes. Cheese, yes. Bacon, yes. Brussels sprouts, no. I say to you, you're making a very big mistake. Because it's delicious. I think Brussels sprouts are just like little cabbages. But Sam, I don't like even big cabbages. It doesn't matter. You need to try these things. Break out of your shell. Do different stuff. Have different things. Please, will you do that for me? Open up your mind a bit. And thanks for hanging out with us. You go to cookingguy.com, you can get all these recipes. Make something new. I say that all the time. Don't eat the same food. Whatever you do, don't eat bad food. Thanks. See ya.